Alright, so here's Aerial Raver. So the idea with this game is the first important thing that I've noticed some people don't realize is that this isn't actually a fighting game. This is a game inspired by fighting games and inspired by air combos specifically. And the idea is, you can imagine it's like a combo challenge game using fighting game mechanics, where you try to overcome different combo challenges using different fighting game abilities. And as you complete those challenges, you earn combo money, and then you can invest that into getting new moves, upgrading your current moves, giving them new properties, upgrading their speed, upgrading their strength, and also getting like customization items to customize your Raver. I'm just gonna go into it and start playing a little bit. So in the game you have these challenges, but importantly you have these combo dummies, which are called whack bots. And the whack bots, like it says here, they have no emotions and are indestructible. And so you can whack them as much as you want and perform combos on them, and they don't care. They won't be upset. And as you rank up in the game, as you can see in the top corner there, you have a rank. As you rank up, you'll be able to unlock new whack bots that start to change the sort of parameters of the stage and of the different types of challenges you need to do against them. But yeah, that's the idea with the whack bots. So this is our first one, whack-scrb. So we'll use him. And then yeah, for each one of these whack bots, there are combo missions. So you start with 10 missions. These are the easy ones, and especially on this whack bot, it's kind of like a tutorial. And as you complete these challenges, you gain points towards upping your rank. So we're just going to start with the first one here, land a 3-hit combo. Okay, pretty simple. When you go into a combo, you have to decide a set of moves that you're going to use. When you start off the game, you're going to only have so many moves, so there's not too many options for move sets. But as you get more moves, you're obviously going to want to create more move sets and experiment with different loadouts. Okay, so if you want to, yeah, you can just add new. If I want to edit them, I can press start and go in here and see the moves that I currently own are the purple ones here. The gray ones I can purchase, and right now I only have moves from the first sort of set of moves, which is ordinary guy. So I'll just keep that for now. These are my different supers. Again, it's the one I own, and then what you can unlock. Alright, let's get into the game. So this is the pipe, and this is where you do your comboing. There's your whack bot on the right, and that's you on the left. This is the default character. As you go, you can customize them. And the basic idea is you're gonna hit any button to launch the whack bot into the air, and then you're gonna follow him up and do the best combo that you can on him using the moves you have. And you can see the moves down in the bottom right hand corner there, showing what button they're assigned to. And so I can just go launch him into the air. Oops. And I did a 3-hit combo, so mission complete. Basically, when you're in the air, you have some control back and forth. You have a certain amount of jumps, which you can see. You actually can't see it because my face is in the way. Let's get rid of that for a second. If you see down there, you got wall bounce and you got jumps. Wall bounce will come into effect later, but the jumps are how many jumps you can do in the air after you've launched. So I can do this, and then I can jump once and do some moves. And of course, as you go, if I go to upgrade my abilities, because I've made some combo money here, I can then upgrade different abilities of my character. So right now I can upgrade and add more jumps, like that. So now when I combo again, you can see my jumps say 3. and my move just leveled up. You can see there. So as you use moves in the game, you level them up, and leveling them up gives you access to new upgrades for those moves. So now if I want to go to upgrade moves here, and if I go to like jab, I can see it's level 2. My DP is level 2. Chunky jump kick is level 2. So any of these ones now have more properties that I can spend money to upgrade. So if I press start on jab here, this is the upgrade screen for jab, and you can see there's like a bunch of different things that I can upgrade. I got speed, so this is going to determine how fast the move comes out and how fast it retracts, so you can connect more moves. So this is kind of like the frame data for the move. The strength increases how much it knocks the opponent back or up, and also like the hit stun of it, so how long the whackbot is in a stun state, which doesn't matter normally for regular combos, but as you see later, there's something called a true combo, where you actually need to keep hitting the whackbot while it's in its stun state. So that comes into play later on. Range is how far the move can connect, and this is, you know, the hitboxes of the move. Durability is an important aspect that I'll talk about in a second. Damage is, as you saw in the combo, when I was hitting the whackbot, it had a life bar, and what happens is if you knock that life bar down to 0, you put the dummy into a low gravity state, which then allows him to get knocked further up into the air, and you can combo him further. So damage can be useful. Supercharge is, we haven't messed with supers yet, but you can see that there's a super bar at the bottom of the screen, that when I can fill it up by doing my regular attacks, I can then unleash that super. So the charge determines how much charge each move is gonna do. And then we get into some fancier stuff with canceling. So the idea here is a move has a certain amount of time it's out before I can perform some other action. But if I have a cancel enabled, so right now it's just super cancel, but later on you unlock other ones, then it allows you to perform that action during the current move, and during like a certain window of it. And so what this would allow me to do is I could do a jab and then immediately go into a super and connect it much easier than if I was trying to just like jab and then land the super. So that comes into play later on as well. Right now I don't have to worry too much. I can maybe upgrade some speed. That's always useful. And then on the DP here, let me buff up its strength a bit, and maybe a little bit of range. Okay, let's do another mission here, because we beat this guy. Let's try 30 meters. So two of the regular missions you're going to come across are like doing a certain amount of hits or doing getting to a certain height. So you'll see a lot of those, and you know, it's really just about understanding what moves launch the whackbot and which moves are good for landing lots of hits. And this is where having different move sets can come into play. Oh shit, didn't connect. Oh, I still got 30 though. Okay. Yeah, so really that one's just showing you, like, you know, the DP sends them up into the air. Let's do another here. Land a combo with 2 specials. So if I go into upgrading moves, you can see at the top there, they're indicated that they're like a normal or a special, or wall bounce here. And these are the different properties of the moves. And so when I say you need to connect 2 specials in a combo, it just means that combo needs to incorporate 2 moves that are indicated as a special. And the difference between the two, there's a few differences. The normals tend to have stats that will be more durable, they'll last longer in a combo, so you can get a lot more of them in. They tend to be pretty good in terms of supercharge, and they tend to be faster in general, but not always. And then with specials, they're a little more fragile usually, but they usually have special properties, whether it's launching characters high, whether it's like shooting a fireball, or there's other ones as well. And the different types of stats that can be altered on them or upgraded on them are different actually. So you can see like the specials have a wall bounce they can be upgraded with, and different. Right now the other stuff is the same, but as they upgrade, those will change as well. Right now I've got basically the DP and the Chuck and Plasma as my two specials, so I can do that. If I want to do jump kick, fireball, I probably can't do 2 fireballs yet until the speed's increased, but yeah, I could do 2 DPs. That would work too. Yeah, so that's kind of how specials work. Now the next one here is finish a combo using move number 5, spinning pound kick. So this is where I want to buy my first move. So if I go to change move set, edit the move set, and you see I've got these other moves that I could purchase, and here's the spinning pound kick here. It's 50,000 and I got 75, so I'm good to go. Right on. So now I've got a new move here. So we got to find something to replace with it. So let's get rid of the plasma for a bit and get the pound kick in there. Spinning pound kick is one of the most useful moves early on. It does a lot of hits. It tends to help lock the whackbot in place if you've kind of got out of control, and it can be great for generating supercharge as well. But one thing about it, it is fragile. Even doing 2 of them right now will probably break it. And I should talk about that because we didn't talk about durability. If you see, if I hit with 2 of these, you'll see that explosion happen. And what's happened is I've shattered my pound kick, and I can do it with my jab here too. And you can see the normals last longer. But the idea is every time you use a move, it has a certain amount of durability, and that durability goes down every time you use it. When you use a move, you'll see, like I'll use the uppercut here, and you can see that cooldown happening on the button. I'll do that again. You can see it fading out. So that is letting me know that it is in a weakened state. And it doesn't mean that I can't use it. I can use it again if I want. But if I hit with it again during that state, it's going to, the durability is going to decrease even further. So what that means is you'll want to wait until your move has gotten out of the weakened state before you want to use it again. So that's why you want to try to use a variety of moves in your combos, and use different lengths of moves to be able to give the other moves time to come off cooldown. So that's the idea there. And then, like I showed you, you can upgrade the durability, so your moves can then last longer during a combo. Yeah, let's go to the next mission. Land a 10 hit. All right, we're jumping to 10 hits already. But you can see with the spinning pound kick, it's going to make things a lot easier. There you go. Not too shabby. And you can see with these combos, it's not like you might see in a typical fighting game where it's like do this specific set of actions, and you know that stuff may come later if people really want those kind of like specific combo challenges. But what I'm really looking to do right now is give people the creativity or the freedom of creativity to be able to string the moves they want together and find the solution to the combo challenge, rather than be like, this is how it's done. So a little bit more interesting in that way. We're getting through here. Land a wall bounce. All right, wall bouncing. This one is tricky right now because there isn't really the tutorial in for it. And there's a couple steps to wall bouncing. The idea being, so if I go to abilities here and wall bounce, I'll buy that. So now I have the ability to use wall bounces, but I don't have a move that wall bounces yet, which means I have to go change my move set. And the only move I have right now that actually wall bounces is this donkey kick. So let's buy that. Yeah, so the idea here is, you know, I was talking about durability, and every time you use a move, the durability goes down. Well, as long as you don't shatter the move, as long as you don't take it down to 0 and have that happen, if you land a wall bounce, it will reset the durability of all your moves, and then allow you to use them from 100% again. So this is how you're able to really start getting into crazier and crazier combos. I've ranked up. The idea is, you know, you do a certain amount of missions, and then you're able to get a new rank, which means I get a new whackbot to challenge, and I also get new abilities in the upgrade abilities menu, which is gonna really open things up for me. So if I go back to the main menu, and if I combo again, oh, I got a new whackbot, whack-FTKS. We'll see if anyone can guess what that one's referring to, but if I go to him, you can see a whole new set of missions, and they start to get a little more complicated. So at this point I can go with those, or I can continue on with the first whackbot and try to get rid of this. Are they cosmetic? So they are cosmetic, that's one, but they also have their own challenge to them. So here's the second whackbot. Here he is in all his glory. So you can see he first of all is smaller, which is a pain for comboing, as you'll know from fighting games that have small characters. But also he has a jetpack, which makes him a true bastard. So I'm gonna need some abilities for this. I could get more jumps. Jump height is definitely useful here, but this guy, dash, super useful. So dash allows me to double tap left or double tap right to be able to dash through the air, and as I get to upgrade it, I can make that faster and longer range. Everything else here, oh, I got a new moveset. Maybe I should look at that. Wombo combos. And now you'll see I've got a whole new set of guys here that I can unlock. We got butt bump, we got the knee, space animal, power stomp, pillar kick, Jin's flame, the punch, and the shine. So let's get this bad boy, because everybody needs the knee. Let's try doing some. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. All right, gotta make some money. And you can see I've got some new supers now. I got Supersonica and Meteor Rain that I can also purchase. But you know, at this point in the game, you don't necessarily need those. But you know, if you really want a certain super, you can definitely invest and you know, grind a little bit to get to that. Customization I haven't showed yet. Here is the customization screen, which still needs some UI, but the idea is you can spend your bucks to get some new slick items for your character. Oh yeah. So really with this patch, you know, I've got the bare bones in, but next patch is going to be a lot of extra time spent on customization and being able to buy new items. So and especially being able to color your items with your own custom colors. So there's a bunch of stuff you can buy here. In the as we go, I want to have some of these unlock from ranks or from completing certain challenges, but right now they're just you just pay the money. And once we get to like the point where you can do replays, then you could definitely have your own customized guy and really show off your own creativity. So let's just keep going on the first whackbot here and close this one out. Reach 36 meters. So this one people can find tricky. There's a couple ways to approach it at this point. Now I'm able to get some more upgrades, so I could level up my moves a bit. Oops, I still gotta fix that. So I can buff the strength here, and I haven't upgraded the speed at all. And the range is probably fine. So yeah, I could buff up my DP, and then if you see me use it, it'll definitely launch him further. And then, yeah, see what I did there? I didn't quite make it, but what I did there was use the wall bounce to then reset the strength of the move. So that's one of the ways that you can handle this kind of a challenge. There we go, 36. Or if the wall bouncing stuff is tricky, which it can be at first for sure, you can go in and purchase this guy, the 2-in-1. And the 2-in-1 is another move that launches vertically, so then I can then string them together. So I can go 2-in-1, uppercut, and because they're both separate durability, you'll be able to get the whackbot higher. Sometimes. That one's a little trickier, even though it's only 6 meters. At this point in the game, it's kind of tough to get up to that. And yeah, if you want to see some of the later stuff, we get into stuff like disabling different abilities. So trying to do combos with dash disabled, landing combos with specific moves during specific situations. So this one is like land a hit while the whackbot is using its jetpack, which can be pretty tricky timing wise. Whackbot touched both walls 3 times. That's a tough one. 25 hit combo with jumping disabled, so you can see how things ramp up like that. And a lot of people don't know because they're not there, they haven't made it that far yet, but once you complete all of the missions for the first 3 whackbots, it unlocks the hard missions for them, and there's 30 more of those. So there's a lot of missions right now to try, and I want to see if how far you guys can make it.